The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101.
Ahoy! Let's go! We're waking up Chicago. Turn up the radio. It's time to start the show. On Q101 with the morning crew. Ahoy! Let's go! Welcome to the morning show.
Let's go. Let's do it. 6:03. It's 39 degrees. No rain this morning. So don't worry about yesterday's disaster out there. There was on the water standing on the highways, the underpasses causing a lot of accidents. But I'm sure there'll be some reason why things don't work well with the Kennedy construction restarting on the in and out lanes. So, hey, don't worry about all that. Don't worry about all that because we got things for you if you put in your phone right now. 7:10, Alkaline Trio tickets coming up in Clash with Kenzie. Kara Caribou in for Kenzie on maternity leave. So that's 7:10. 8 o'clock, Cage the Elephant tickets for that show. And Bert Kreischer tickets at 9. The Machine. One of my favorites of all time. I guarantee you will leave that with no matter what kind of comedy you might be into, you will be laughing, your stomach will hurt, and it's at the United Center coming up first week of April, so we'll have tickets for that at 9. 7:20, 8, and 9. All good free stuff for you.
Brian, a big Bert Kreischer fan. Bert Kreischer, a big Brian fan.
Yeah, you know, it's a weird thing with going to the comedy clubs back in the day, like a Zanies or the smaller places when he started out. I'm talking about like 2008, 2009, sometime in that frame. And to see him, I'm really, this kind of sounds weird. I'm proud of him.
That's okay. That's perfectly okay.
But I'm not in a position to be above him to say, I'm proud of you, son. Like, I'm below him. So I don't know the way to say it, but just to see a guy that grinded and had a vision. And that's one thing I wish I had more of when I was younger when I think about it, having a vision.
What do you think you would have done differently? Would you have gone out to the West Coast to play guitar?
Well, that's
what do you wish your vision would have been?
One of my regrets is never going all in on my guitar and me trying to make original music. Now, that may have, odds are against that. I've seen the odds. There's something like 0.00001% of making it as a star, let's say.
Yeah.
You can make it as a working musician and make some money, but a star. I love what I'm doing now. I became addicted to radio at 19, started doing it, and I grinded at this. And here I am today with Case. See where we're at here?
Oh, boy.
Case, Kenzie, and today will be Kara Caribou. But no, I mean, the dream was Q101, and it worked, and I worked toward it, and I just had the vision for that. I guess more about maybe my jump shot when I was in high school. Like, I remember my dad one time saying, when I was in the guitar, but I was also in the basketball, and I wanted to be Michael Jordan, and he said to me, I bet that guy, that Eddie Van Halen guy, but he practices his guitar. Maybe you should go out and practice shooting more. And I said, but Dad, I just went out and played. I go, you played one-on-one with your friends, but you didn't go out there and shoot like 500 jump shots.
Yeah.
And I go, I just didn't do that.
No, if I could have finished with my left hand, my basketball game would have been entirely different.
Oh, that's pretty.
I would be in a different spot right now. It'd be in Lithuania as a backup point guard in their professional league.
How great would that be?
Oh, it'd be the life.
Anybody, any of you guys out there have visions? I know it's 6:06 starting off earlier. But did you have a vision and then it paid off that vision? Like most visions of that sort, you don't realize it. You don't become. I'm getting really, I'm starting off kind of deep here today. I didn't think I was going to start off like this.
No, I think this is going to be today's show. I think it's going to be an oddly deep show.
No, trust me. Like, Casey's going to have a review of Braveheart at 8:30.
Yeah, we're going to get really existential with it.
We're going to talk about a guy that got bit in the junk by a scorpion while he was sleeping. It's not going to be this existential weird show. I didn't have some kind of, mortality moment last night. But I'm just saying, if you had that vision when you were young and then you saw it through and you became what you saw when you were young, it's a pretty powerful thing. And I think if you focus on that, you can get there. I really don't like motivational speakers, but I'm becoming one right now in a way.
I think the TikTok people call it manifesting.
Manifesting, yeah. Vision boards, visions of what you want to do.
You got a vision board?
I don't.
You should go home and make a vision board.
At this point in my life?
You should go home tonight, have Megan go to the store, buy you poster board, buy you glue, buy you markers. You should make a vision board for what you want the rest of 2024 to be.
Oh, just 2024, not like my whole life.
I don't. Wait, can you think that far ahead?
Maybe.
Maybe put a tombstone on there.
Jeez.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.
It's Brian and Kenzie on Q101, and now time for a fact that makes your brain go. And a lot of time in these facts, I'll say, if you do this, you're going to die in 2 days. That kind of thing. There's a lot of things we're all doing out there that is bad. This is a good one. This is one that's going to make you feel good about yourself because there's a man that did something allegedly bad for you 34,000 times in his life, and he just turned 70. And he's not unhealthy at 70 even. So he's probably going to get to 80, maybe even 90. And the things that you do every day, people tell you, oh, you shouldn't do that. Or people love telling you things they gave up and it made them healthier. Like, oh, I gave up water and I'm good. I gave up, drinking a case of Mountain Dew a day. And look at me now. I got a washboard abs. People love telling you that stuff. Eating healthy is a lie.
It's a scam. It's such a scam. So he did this.
This is from two guys that did a weight challenge that only could muster up 3 pounds of loss in 5 weeks.
Hey, it was a loss is a loss, baby.
Thank you for that.
Weight.
Facts.
So this is something food related, because when you said something may be bad for you 34,000 times, I thought maybe he was pleasuring himself that often.
No. I don't know if I can take you out. I've never heard that stat that it takes years off your life.
You can make you go blind.
I think that's a myth, too.
Let me find out.
I want to find out the guy that did it too much and went blind.
I would love to talk to that guy.
312-591-8300. If you did it too much and went blind, verify that for us. But this one, so the guy did this, 34,000 times, made it to 70 years old. It's going to make us all feel better about ourselves. Coming up here at 6:30 with today's fact that makes your brain do that.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.
Well, we're here to tell you in today's fact that eating healthy is a scam. It's a ploy. It's by the government, by big government. To sell vegetables with herbicides on them.
Oh, boy.
Okay, that's not really the whole case, but this guy did this 34,000 times. People said, if you don't do this, you're going to die young. And he didn't care, and he kept doing it. And what this man did, who just turned 70, by the way, and became Guinness Book of World Records longest holder of the intake of 2 McDonald's burgers a day. He ate 2 Big Macs a day for half a century.
Think about how long that is. 50 years to a day?
And he made it from 20 to 70 years old. 2 Big Macs a day. At one point, he ate 9 Big Macs a day. 9! Which sounds amazing.
That sounds cost ineffective, though.
Well, back in the day, the Big Mac was like a nickel.
I stand corrected, good sir.
And he actually did. Like, people used to go to McDonald's and fast food because it was cheaper and it was easier, of course. But it was always, it's not healthy for you. Well, this guy, 70 years old, he's actually in really good shape at 70 as well. And he ate up to 9 at one day. His first one was May 17th, 1972. His first Big Mac.
America wasn't even 200 years old when he started this journey.
Wow. And now it's 200-something years old.
How old do you think America is?
Let's see. 200 and... I know the bicentennial was 1976.
Uh-huh.
That was 200, right? The bicentennial was 200.
Yes.
So then add on to 2024, 30... 34 plus 24, right?
How do you get those numbers?
Because I'm going from the year 2000 to 76. That's 34 years. And then 24 to 2024. So we are 224 and 34 is 58. So we're 258 years old.
I think you need to take off 10.
Why?
I think we're 248 years old.
Oh, yeah, because 20... No, it's more. Wait, 2000. 2000 to 80 is 20 years, right? So it's only 24 and 24. So we're 248 years old.
There you go.
America. Kara Caribou walking in at exactly the right time to do math.
I was going to say, I hate math. I should have waited 5 minutes.
Yeah.
You could have gone and made coffee real quick.
How old's America, Kara?
200 and something. Didn't you just say?
Kara Caribou in for Kenzie today, just joining us during the fact. So, Kenzie, this guy lived to 70 years old, eating 2 Big Macs a day for the past 50 years. Actually, it's 50 plus. And at one point, he ate 9 a day. He actually said this. He started walking 6 miles a day for exercise. So a lot of people say, I got 20,000 steps today. People say that and they still
Well, walking is good for you.
It is good for you, but some people will say that. They do that and become a vegan, vegetarian. This guy still ate Big Macs and did that, and he's made it to 70, and he's healthy.
What does he weigh?
His picture doesn't look bloated.
Okay.
No, he looks probably 220, maybe
yeah.
215.
All right.
Yeah, like 6'2".
I mean, good for him.
You know,
Hey, he looks handsome.
I think his neck is about 24 inches.
Maybe it's the pickles. Aren't pickles on Big Macs?
Well, it's a vegetable. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
So he's getting a vegetable.
Well,
He's eating
here,
greens.
I remember the Big Mac song. 2
Yes.
all-beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun. So
There was a song about that?
Yeah.
it went like...
Wasn't that the Whopper?
No,
or was that the Big Mac?
That's the Big Mac.
Okay.
Wait, no, you're right.
I
No,
think
wait,
it was
no, that's Big Mac. 2 all-beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onion
Have
on
it
a
your
sesame seed
way.
bun. Have it your way at McDonald's.
Oh, you're right, okay.
See?
Well,
Yeah.
but that's not McDonald's is not have it your way. It's your I'm loving it.
Well,
Yeah.
this was before I'm loving it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's BK have it your way.
Yeah, I think it's Burger King.
Wait, 2 all-beef patties, special
Because they have a
sauce.
sesame seed bun. McDonald's doesn't have a sesame seed
The
bun.
ingredients are right.
Yeah.
We know what's
Yeah, but
on
not the
burger.
sesame seed bun. I don't think McDonald's has sesame seeds.
Yeah, it is.
I think the Big Mac does.
The
I
Big
haven't
Mac
had a Big
is.
Mac in a long time. so-
Holy crap. Well,
I didn't know there'd be math and extra hard thinking right when I started today.
2 all-beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese,
Have it
pickles,
your
onion on a
way.
sesame seed bun.
At Burger, get Mc- they
Brian,
both don't sound right.
Just because you yell it at me instead doesn't mean I know the restaurant.
Wait, let me see. The Big Mac song. This is from 1974. Where I got...
McDonald's Big Mac. It's more than just another hamburger. There are 2 all-beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, and onions on a sesame seed bun. 7 great ingredients working together to make one great taste. 2 all-beef patties, special sauce, cheese, lettuce, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun.
Oh, you said it
Get the
wrong.
idea?
I can't believe you replaced that with I'm loving
Wait,
it.
there's the song. Hold on, let's do the song here. Here we go.
Beef patty, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, Get the idea? 2 all-beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions, and a sesame seed bun.
Oh, you're
It's
right.
your McDonald's Big Mac. You've got to taste it to believe it. You know what I mean?
Oh, my God.
Who's the mobster at the end of the commercial?
Sounds like John Wayne.
You know who that was?
Who was it?
That's the general manager in WKRP in Cincinnati.
No way! Oh my God, they all came full circle to radio.
Wait, the commercial's got 30 seconds left. Let's see what other treasure troves are in this thing.
Sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions, and a sesame seed bun.
2 all-beef patties.
It sounds like
Let me say a
Brian.
few words about McDonald's Big Mac. It's
Look at this guy.
It's 2 all-beef patties,
Wait,
special sauce.
look at this guy.
Patties.
Check him out.
Let me say a few words about McDonald's
Okay, so
Big
he's in a
Mac.
denim shirt. He's got 70s hair. Kind of looks like John Madden.
Sesame seed bun.
2 whole... Well, what was that word again?
2 all-beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions, and a sesame seed bun.
Lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions, lettuce, cheese, pickles, oh, what am I saying?
You need at McDonald's.
I want to know what happened to that
Your
kid.
dollar gets a break.
Can we
Every
do a
day.
behind the music
Yeah.
on that kid?
Yeah.
He probably hated himself. He had low self-esteem because
Yeah.
he couldn't get the Big Mac song right.
You know that kid ended up storming the Capitol, didn't you?
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.
All right, so we just laid out the fact that made your brain just go about a guy that ate 34,000 Big Macs over the last 50 years, 2 a day on average, and he's 70 years old and he's healthy, and that basically this whole thing about vegan and vegetarians is all a lie. Don't you think so?
Yeah.
Now, Caribou, filling in for Kenzie on her maternity leave, has done something really amazing the last couple of months to be healthy.
Yeah, I've dropped alcohol, all sugar, processed foods. I'm rethinking my strategy right now.
Yeah. How did you drop processed foods? Like, what are you eating? Grass?
No, that's what I smoke, Brian.
Yes.
No, I just shop in the produce department. And meat. I'm eating meat. I didn't drop meat.
So you go to Jewel and you buy just bananas, apples, oranges.
Yeah.
That's all you
Kale,
eat?
You know, the fun stuff. Grains.
Do you eat any meat?
Yeah, I'll eat grass-fed. No antibiotics.
So where do you get that?
Whole Foods, pretty much.
They have that
So-
at stores too. You've
Yeah,
never
they
seen a
do.
grass-fed burger?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have. I didn't
Basically, if it comes in a box, I'm not buying it right now.
I understand. I didn't see the cow eat the grass, so how do I know it was grass-fed?
Yeah, you got to trust them. Same with organic. You just got to trust them. I don't even know really what organic means these days.
Well, there was some study I thought that said organic actually had more pesticides on it than non-organic. I'm not trying to be a fake news or a tinfoil hat guy here.
sounds
Well, you're telling everybody to eat a Big Mac every day, so.
That's all I'm saying is I want to eat Big Macs. You know?
It's your McDonald's Big Mac. You've got to taste it to believe it. You know?
That's the guy from WKRP again.
I love it.
That's so
he's great.
fun.
So we have someone from, this is exciting. We have somebody from McDonald's corporate on the phone who heard us talking about this. She remains anonymous. So Ahoy, you're on the air. Welcome to the show.
Hey guys, good morning.
Good morning. So I don't want to out your identity, so I'll be very careful here. But what can you tell us about the presentation of the Big Mac? And what we want to do is make it a healthy option. Does McDonald's, any way behind the scenes, promote that it's a very healthy option going forward for everybody?
Well, everything we serve is healthy.
I'm sorry, say again?
Everything we serve is healthy.
Oh, okay. I agree. I love McDonald's.
That was your diet plan when we did the weight loss challenge.
It really was. The double quarter pounder with cheese, and here's my little secret hack. Ask for buffalo sauce on the side, so you get the meal, and then you dunk the burger. McDonald's buffalo sauce is probably the most underrated buffalo sauce in the game.
You know, you're right about that. The other place that has great buffalo sauce, as we do buffalo sauce roundup here, Steak and Shake.
Oh.
Never had their buffalo sauce.
Phenomenal buffalo sauce, because I don't get a burger there. I get the chicken tendies with the fries.
Okay.
Buffalo sauce out of this world.
Okay. Kara, do you have anything about buffalo sauce you want to add?
No, there's sugar.
Oh, my God.
You know what?
I know. I'm going to drive you
I'm
crazy.
going to tell you something right now. At Costco, I'll take a picture of it. I'll have Megan do it and send it to me. They have a buffalo sauce there that is good for the whole 30. It's got no sugar. And I'm telling you,
It's good?
it tastes unbelievable. I bought 8 bottles because it was so good. Because at Costco, sometimes things disappear forever.
Right,
and you don't
right.
know if they're going to come back. I didn't want to lose it. So anyway, back to our mystery guest here. What can you tell us coming up on McDonald's? Some new stuff happening.
Oh, I can't tell you that.
Oh, come on.
No, I can't tell you guys that kind of stuff.
Okay, that sounds too secret. Well, let me just say, are the
yeah.
McDonald's people in the office talking about this guy that's eaten 34,000 Big Macs over the last 50 years? Is it the water cooler talk there at the office?
It does come in on internal newsletters. We get like a roundup of all the news of what's going on in the world.
Yeah.
What's the internal news at McDonald's right now? What was on that last newsletter?
34,000.
That was on the last newsletter.
yeah.
This
All
guy.
right, asked and answered.
So they've been covering this for a long time. Like now it's 34,000. Did you know when it was 20,000? Like
We did actually.
Yeah.
This guy's in a bunch of documentaries that they show kids on like what not to do. I think he was in Super Size Me.
Super Size Me,
Yeah,
yeah.
the Morgan Spurlock movie.
Yeah.
okay.
Imagine being known as
I think
the
I've
Big
seen
Mac
it,
guy.
and that
yeah.
guy was not heavy.
No,
he was thin.
he's
yeah.
a handsome guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, very handsome for
Well,
us.
if you guys recall, the whole Spurlock thing was staged.
It was a hit
People
piece.
back.
It was, that old hit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. No,
Hey.
I mean, it ended up that he walked in with a bunch of different health problems before he even did the whole thing.
I love this. I love that she's defending the brand.
Yeah. Do you guys do like target practice with Morgan Spurlock's head and like a printout in the office?
No, but
She's like, but good idea.
Yeah, I know.
Like some places you have to swipe a card when you go in. There you have to hit a bullseye on Morgan Spurlock's head.
And down go the gates.
You have to throw a dart and then the door opens. Oh, I love you, girl.
honestly, he's not really a topic anymore.
I figured that. Well, listen, we love your product. I defended you on that side of it, and thank you for all the stuff you've done for America.
What's in the secret sauce?
It's a secret.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Brian and Kenzie in the morning. And Chicago's alternative all day.
Q101.
Well, Gil Curtis with your headlines. Just a second. That's Death Cab for Cutie. Now, we have a lot of questions. We had somebody from McDonald's corporate call up as we're talking about the guy that ate 34,000 Big Macs. He's 70 years old for 50 years, 2 a day. He's healthy. He's living his best life. And he used to eat 9 a day at one point, 9 Big Macs a day. And, he walks. He gets his steps in. So he's healthy that way. And eating the Big Mac has kept him alive. And a lot of people don't make it to 70. A lot of people don't make
Oh, my
it.
God.
I know. That's already be a depressing
I
fact
mean, you're
here.
not wrong, but 70 is still pretty young.
I would hope so, but the average age is like 78. It's not that much more than that.
Isn't America's average age declining?
The pandemic ruined our curve. It's like that kid in class that never studies.
Yeah. Yeah. Hated class curve.
That's terrible. But it's the truth. The pandemic hit the curve. We've gone the other direction now for the last couple of years, and it'll probably even out in another 10 or something. I mean, it doesn't mean you're going to die at 78.
No, I'm lucky to make it to 78.
It's a good year. But a lot of people had questions for her. Like Kayla the Vet Tech texted in and said, how about bring back McDonald's snack wraps?
Absolutely.
Those are back.
Are they?
Those actually are back now. At least I wish I would have asked her that when she was on the phone. But I saw a commercial. They're bringing back some of those classic things. The snack wraps were awesome.
I remember the apple pie. That was like, is that back?
The apple pie is back because I may or may not have had one a few weeks ago.
Does it still scorch your tongue?
Yeah,
like, it was
it's still unpleasant to eat, but that doesn't stop you from eating it.
Now, someone also checked in 773, checking in from Cicero, I believe, asking about the Szechuan sauce.
Yeah, okay, so do you know the story with that?
I'm trying to remember why that was an important thing in my life. The McDonald's Szechuan sauce.
It was the birth of your child and Szechuan sauce?
Yes, those two things that's it.
So I don't know much about the original incarnation of it, but the Szechuan sauce made a return a few years ago because of the show Rick and Morty. Do you guys know that show?
Yeah,
of course.
Absolutely.
Of course you do, Kara. That makes sense. That's right up your alley.
Yeah.
But they would make references to that sauce on the show. And it was, for a while, it was like a big cult hit. So McDonald's brought back this sauce for the first time in, 2 decades?
Yeah.
A few years ago, and people lost their minds for it. Think Black Friday at the height of, like, PlayStation 2s and Wii's and whatnot.
Right.
It was total chaos at McDonald's because of it.
Yes. I remember that now, and then they ran out everywhere. Just kind of, just one of those things that just runs out. You can't get it. So I guess it went away then.
Yes, yeah.
So, damn, they should bring it back.
They should.
If you're still listening, McDonald's corporate person,
We have some ideas.
we need snack wraps. I used to love the thing that was, I can't remember what they called it, but where they put the burger, the hot side stays hot, the cold side stays cold.
Oh, yeah, I like that one too.
So they put the bun and the
that
lettuce and the tomato and the onion on one side of the styrofoam container, and the other side
it was a
had
bigger
the meat.
burger. It was
Yeah.
a meatier.
And then you put it together yourself when you
Yeah.
got it home.
Is that what the McDLT was?
Yes, I think
because,
that's it.
Because Jason Alexander was in those commercials.
Oh.
From Seinfeld, George Costanza.
The McDLT.
I think that's what it was called.
I think that's it.
Will you give me a quick YouTube on Jason Alexander McDonald's, please, good sir? I don't have audio on this computer, or else I'd pull it up myself.
Okay, fine.
But I think this is like a very infamous commercial where the guy that we would come to know as George Costanza, he was in this McDonald's commercial doing advertisements for this. I think that was sort of the last thing he did before Seinfeld.
I don't know what this says about me when I put in Jason Alexander. The first thing that comes up is McDonald's with him. I must have Googled this
knows
before.
you. Yeah.
Google is very smart, very intuitive.
Yeah, here we go. This is
So you're getting tired of lettuce and tomato hamburgers in this town that don't quite make it? Yeah! You say that just once you'd like your hamburger hot and your lettuce and tomato cool and crisp all at the same time? Yeah! Well, I say you got it. I'm talking McDonald's new lettuce and tomato hamburger, the McDLT. I'm talking quarter pound of beef.
And the hot stays hot.
You need McDLT.
Hot, hot.
Crisp lettuce and tomato on the cool side.
And the cool stays cool.
Yeah.
McDLT.
Cool crisp.
The beef stays hot, the cool stays crisp. Put it together, you can't resist.
What a great hook.
Is he dancing?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's dancing.
God.
They're all dancing.
Oh, is he dancing?
McDLT. It's a good time. Hot beefy McD.
For the great taste,
Cool crisp LT.
of McDonald's. Could be the best tasting lettuce and tomato hamburger ever.
New McD. LT.
Okay,
Is
let's
that
break.
before he was on Seinfeld?
Yes, before he was on
Wow.
Seinfeld.
Yeah, that's 85. So that's George on Seinfeld before he was on Seinfeld and before he was the a-hole in Pretty Woman.
That's right.
Wow.
Because he was a mean guy in
Yeah,
Pretty
yeah.
Woman.
Did not like that.
Not a nice person. Not a nice person in Pretty Woman. So, wow, the McDLT.
Yeah.
So bring that back, McDonald's, too, if you're still listening. You got all this stuff?
All right, hold on. Make the list one more time. It's Szechuan sauce. It's the McDLT. What else? The snack wraps, even though they might be back.
Snack wraps are back. I know those are back for sure.
I'd like to put chicken selects on the list. I think it's weird McDonald's doesn't have a chicken tender anymore.
Oh, okay. Chicken selects on there, too.
All right.
Oh, I didn't know they didn't have those.
I know. Look, I was shocked when they went away.
Kara, what do you want?
I want no sugar, no processed. What can you get that's not processed at McDonald's?
Boo!
And next time you're there, eat a napkin,
Yeah,
Kara.
Okay,
boo!
This is not headline news. This is National Procrastination Week. I probably should have mentioned it earlier this week, but I just couldn't get around to it. Engineers have created the world's smallest QR code. It'll be used to store the menu of your favorite dimly lit restaurant. The CDC shortened the isolation period for people with COVID. However, they increased it for people who won't shut up about pickleball. Jax Taylor and Brittany Cartwright of Vanderpump Rules announced their separation. And you announced your separation for my respect if you know who they are. And Tyler, the Creator, turns 33 today. I hope he enjoys some delicious birthday, the cake. This is not headline news.
The Brian and Kenzie Show.
On Q 101.